Mr Mayor, ladies, gentlemen and pupils, on behalf of Bridgend County Borough Council and Bridgend College, we welcome you to today's event marking Holocaust Memorial Day 2016. Each year on the 27th of January, the world marks Holocaust Memorial Day because it was on this day, 71 years ago, that the largest Nazi killing camp, Auschwitz-Birkenau, was liberated.
Between 1933 and 1945, the Nazis attempted to destroy all Europe's Jews. It is this event that we now refer to as the Holocaust.
As a symbol of remembrance, hope and respect, could we ask the Mayor of Bridgend County Borough, Councillor Richard Young, to please light the candle which will burn throughout today's ceremony. This year's theme is Don't Stand By, both from a historical perspective and looking at what you can do today to not stand by.
During the Holocaust, Nazi persecution and the subsequent genocides in Cambodia, Rwanda, Bosnia and Darfur, there have been countless examples of people who didn't stand by.
Janusz Korczak was a teacher and writer who cared passionately about the rights and the welfare of children. Korczak founded 2 large orphanages in the city of Warsaw, Poland, one of which was in the Jewish part of the city. When Hitler and the Nazis came to power, they evicted Jewish families from their homes and sent them to live in ghettos. Korczak had the option of staying with the children in the other orphanages. However, he chose to go with the children in the ghetto because he felt their needs were greater. Korczak could have saved himself. Friends outside the ghetto, especially those who had been in his orphanage before the war, had prepared false papers in a secret room for Korczak, and yet he chose to remain with his children knowing what his fate would be.
Miep Gies was born in 1909 in Vienna. During World War I, when she was very young, Miep didn't have enough food, and as a result, she often became ill. In 1920, a Dutch family offered to look after her and help her get better. When she was older, Miep started working for a Jewish man called Otto Frank. Otto had moved to Holland from Germany in the 1930s with his wife Edith and daughters Margot and Anne. As the Nazis made their way across Europe, it was no longer safe for Otto and his family in Amsterdam. Otto knew he had to hide his family to keep them safe. So, on the 6th of July 1942, Otto and his family went to the upper rear rooms of his office building, where he had created a secret room for them. It was Miep Gies, Otto's employee and friend, who helped them stay hidden and safe for over 2 years. Miep knew that if she was found helping a Jewish family, she could be arrested. One morning, in August 1944, Miep was sitting at her desk when she looked up and saw an officer with a gun. He had come to arrest everyone in hiding. Having been betrayed, the hiding place was found, and the Franks, plus their Jewish friends, were arrested and taken away. When Miep visited the secret room after the arrest, she rescued Anne's diary and locked it away, keeping it safe for Anne's return. Of the Frank family, only Otto survived, and after the war, Miep gave the unread diaries to Otto. It was because of Miep that Otto survived the Holocaust. Miep wasn't Jewish. She just saw the Franks as her friend who desperately needed help. Miep didn't stand by.
In December 1938, at the age of 29, Winton cancelled a planned skiing holiday after being urged by a friend, Martin Blake, to go to Prague to see the dire situation for himself. The area had become overwhelmed with refugees after Germany had seized a mostly German-speaking area of Czechoslovakia. Winton quickly realised that something had to be done to rescue the children who were caught up in the situation. He simply could not stand by. Over a 9-month period in 1939, Winton was able to arrange for 669 children to come to the UK from Czechoslovakia. By doing this, he spared them from the horrors of the Holocaust.
Because I now call on our community of representatives to read the traditional 7 statements of commitment, which shows our united pledge to remember the Holocaust and to join together to fight all forms of discrimination.
My name is Ali Goldsworthy and I'm from Asbolgafn Gymraeg Caerdydd. Mae'n rhaid i ni sicrhau bod cenedlaethau'r dyfodol yn deall y hyn a achosodd y Holocaust ac yn myfyrio ar y ganlyniadau. Rydym yn addo cofio'r dioddefwyr erledigaeth y Naziaid a phob hiladdiad arall.
Together we must learn the lesson of not standing by. The Holocaust did not begin with mass murder. It began with words, with segregation, segmentation. It began with pure discrimination. We now have a presentation by Taking Flight Theatre Company.
The piece was devised by the company in a style called forum theatre, which means that the young people get to interact and they also it opens up a forum for debate. So we're not there to say this is the right way to think, this is the wrong way to think. The idea is that people get to come to their own conclusions. So we're going to let them take over now.
Ollie! Ollie, wait! I never guess what happened on Saturday.
I don't know, aliens took your phone and locked you in your room so you couldn't come?
No, yes.
What?
Football trials. And I got in.
Great.
Yeah, my father's really excited. And guess what?
What?
Well, Sir said that, because we're in the team, then sometimes we get the afternoons off to play matches. I'm so excited.
Good for you.
Oh, what?
Well, we were supposed to go and see James Bond on Saturday. We were supposed to go and see Spectre, but you didn't turn up, not even a text.
Sorry, I just forgot.
Oh, it was so embarrassing, Matt. Standing outside the cinema, I had to go with my mother. 2.5 hours in the cinema with Mum. And she fancies Daniel Craig and she kept sighing, it's horrible.
Oh, yeah, we're both in.
Are we going to take days off as well, like Wednesday?
Yes, there's the Wednesday afternoon.
You went with her, did you? You chose your girlfriend over me.
She's not my girlfriend.
Yeah, you choose your girlfriend over your mate.
She's not my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? Her? Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I am actually, and we were having a private conversation.
Yeah, a private conversation about me. Well, look at me then. I'm here.
I am looking at you.
Well, why are you looking over there for then? I'm standing right in front of you.
As adults, we often say, do something, just ignore them, walk away, tell a teacher. I think we forget that's not easy. Is it, Carol? It's not easy. And so I think it's really good to remember that young people might need a bit more information than that. And events like this are really, really good to reinforce the idea of what not being a bystander actually means and what it involves.
Today, we collectively pledge not to be bystanders. We will now watch a video of community representatives making their individual pledges to not stand by. To watch the full pledges, please visit the Council's YouTube channel by searching Bridgend CPC.
We will never forget, we won't stand by.
I won't stand by.
We won't stand by.
I won't stand by.
We won't stand by.
I won't stand by.
We will ensure lessons have been learnt and we won't stand by.
I won't stand by.
I won't stand by.
We will educate our students, staff and associates not to stand by.
I won't stand by.
We won't stand by.
We won't stand by.
And I won't stand by because today they come for me, tomorrow will come for you.
Holocaust Memorial Day gives us the opportunity to learn more about the steps that lead to genocide. It should challenge us to consider whether we, individually, nationally or internationally, are doing enough to prevent genocide.
We always need to challenge ourselves to ensure we aren't simply standing by. Just by coming here today is a great example of our commitment to act.
One genocide that is still happening today, 13 years since it started, is Darfur. However, it's hardly even talked about in the media and not even people are aware of it. We will now watch a short video of Holocaust survivor Suzanne Polak telling a unique story of surviving genocide.
It started with ordinary people being stopped at random and questioned, and before long it was happening to people I knew. We soon worked out they were being targeted because of their race, and it became more violent, more severe. It was as if the whole population was blamed. I knew it was just a matter of time. Because I was young and healthy to work, I was taken to a camp. And the conditions were appalling. The heat, no water to drink, no food to eat. Every day I would see other prisoners dying. I knew I had to get out. I managed to escape. And I ran and ran and realized that my uncle could help me. My uncle wouldn't stand by. He gave me food and water and clothes. But I knew I couldn't stay. I would have been found and probably killed. I don't remember much about my journey. I was smuggled onto lots of different trucks. Eventually the truck doors opened. I was in London. And I was a free man.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Solomon Hawass. I am General Manager of African Faith Mosque. It's important that we have all come together today to look back at the Holocaust and other genocides, so that we can reflect on what happened, what can happen if we just stand by to such atrocities. It's our responsibility to be aware of other ongoing conflicts in the world, in areas such as Syria and Iraq. There hasn't been a declaration by international crime courts that genocide had taken place or still happening in these areas. However, if we take the definition of genocide as a deliberate killing of a large group of people, especially those of particular nation or ethnic group, it's surely you will agree that this is true of some recent actions of terrorist and extremist groups like ISIS. It seems that history is repeating itself. The Holocaust happened because many stood by while Hitler and the Nazi regime killed millions of people. If we stand by and let these atrocities happen today, there haven't been any lessons learned from historical genocides. ISIS claims to practice the religion of Islam, but their actions have never been representative nor in the accordance to the teaching of Islam. The religion of Islam actually forbids terrorism and the targeting of innocent people. The Quran states very clearly that all human life is precious. Whoever kills an innocent human being, it shall be as if he has killed all mankind. All people of conscience need to take a stand against extremism. As Muslims, Jews, Catholic, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, Jehovah's Witnesses, whatever your faith, wherever you are from, we must stand together to make sure that terrorists do not succeed.
As highlighted in Solomon's speech, we need to be united, despite our faiths, beliefs or backgrounds. This year's theme, Don't Stand By, gives a clear call to action, focusing on contemporary relevance of the Holocaust and subsequent genocides, whilst considering our individual responsibilities not to be bystanders to hate crime and prejudice.
We must ensure that the Holocaust, Nazi persecution and subsequent genocides are not forgotten, trivialised or denied.
What happened during the Holocaust and other genocides is incomprehensible. It's difficult to understand how people can behave and treat humans so appallingly. I would now like to invite the Deputy Leader of the Bridge and County Council, Councillor Hugh David, to deliver our closing speech.
Thank you all for attending our annual Holocaust Memorial Day commemorative event. It is vital to educate others and understand what the consequences can be when people just stand by and don't challenge prejudice and hatred.
Just by being here today, we make a commitment to not be bystanders.
To finish the ceremony, we have performances from Bridgend College Performing Arts students.
During the performance, other stories of people who didn't stand by during the Holocaust will be shown.
God help the outcasts, hungry from birth. Show them the mercy they don't find on earth. God help my people, they look to you still. God help the outcast, or nobody will. makes you